Hey guys, Carolyn here. Today I am filming my looking back on 2019, even though we may not want to. I film these every year for a while, but I think I've titled it this before. I think I titled it that in 2017 maybe. I don't know. But anyways, I'm here to talk about 2019 today. I'll do this video every year. Like I said, every year I do some comebacks I want, and I also do a resolutions video, and at the end of the year I like to kind of go back and look at those videos. So I watched them last night, which was actually super fun. It's always super fun to watch the old videos. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also going to just kind of talk about 2019 as a whole, because I realized in my video from last year, my 2018 video, that I didn't actually talk about like a lot of what I did and a lot of, I don't know, I feel like I could have done that more, so we're gonna do that today. But yeah, I will go ahead and link those videos down below if you want to watch them, but we are going to go through everything in this video, so I don't know. If you have a lot of time to procrastinate, which like I'm procrastinating currently, it's my last day of school today and I have 3 papers I need to finish, but here we are instead filming this video. So that also shows you how far in advance I'm filming this. I'm filming it this weekend because I really just won't have time the next 2 weekends and I need to start uploading these. So let's talk about comebacks first. I also did some predictions, which I think I'm gonna do again this year because it was super fun to look at the predictions and see kind of what happened and how wrong I was about some things and how right I was about some things. It was very weird. So I started with my alts. I always start with my alts. So for Infinite, I said that there was probably going to be at least 1 or 2 members enlisting, and basically the entire group enlisted this year, so that was fun. I said that they wouldn't get a lot of group stuff, maybe a single, which we did get a single this year, a single with Dongwoo before he enlisted, which was really nice. We did not get a Myungsu solo album because Myungsu left Willem Entertainment instead and said it was probably going to take a long time for him to do that, but that's okay. We did get a Dongwoo solo though. We did not get a Hoya solo, and I wanted Sungyeol and Hoya to do more drama things, but they just kind of both enlisted instead. So Hoya got a drama. The Hip Hop King won, but Sungyeol did not get a drama this year. A-Pink, I said, was going to have a really good year and they were going to gain a lot of fans, which I think is very true. I think Percent gained them a lot of new fans. A lot of people who previously didn't know much about A-Pink really got into them this era, which is super cool. I said they were going to have 2 comebacks because by the time I filmed the video last year, a January comeback had been confirmed for A-Pink, and I was like, I can't believe, like, there's no way there won't be 2 comebacks, and there weren't 2 comebacks. So I don't really understand what Plan A was doing all year. They really should have gotten 2 comebacks this year, so that was weird. There was probably gonna be an NG solo album, which did happen, but then I also said I wanted another member to go solo, and Hayoung ended up going solo, so that was super cool. Super Junior, I said we're gonna have a super great year, which I feel like Super Junior did have a really great year this year. I said Kyuhyun was gonna come back from the military, which I knew wasn't really a prediction. I knew he was gonna come back, and he did. And then SM was going to push Super Junior quite a bit this year, and I feel like we saw a lot of Super Junior this year, like an Elfon hiatus for the past couple of years. We got a lot from them, so that was super fun. We got our full group comeback, which was Time Slip, which is super great. D&E released a Korean album. They actually released 2. I wanted them to at least release 1, and they released 2, which was super cool. I wanted Heechul or M&D to do something, and I don't believe they did anything. I also said that I felt like something was gonna happen with Sungmin this year, and Sungmin ended up making a solo album. I was like, I don't think Sungmin would ever go solo, but I feel like he will do something something this year, and he did, and that was amazing. Monsta X, I said they were going to blow up this year, which I definitely think they did. I was like, they really just started gaining a lot of traction. I think it's going to continue into 2019, and it definitely did. I think that Alligator was one of their most successful comebacks. Follow, while that is its own thing we could talk about, Follow was their most successful mini album to date and one of their most successful albums in general to date. And so they were probably going to have 3 comebacks, and they definitely had at least 3 comebacks, including their Japanese releases, but only 2 comebacks in Korea because they had that world tour in the middle of the year, and that took up a lot of their time. I said they were gonna get another full album in Japan, which we did get this year, and they were probably I wanted them to release like a special single of sorts, which I guess the American singles could count as that, but I don't know if you'd really count the American singles as that, but you can do with that what you will. I also thought they would probably release a mini album and go on world tour, which they did both of those things this year. It was funny, I was watching that video and I was like, and the repackage of their newest album, and it ended up being like the Alligator Comeback, which if you remember was its own full-length album. Still amazed how they were able to do that. I don't know. BTS, I said we're gonna continue to flourish in 2019, and I feel like they definitely did. I feel like it wasn't, I mean, it was a pretty busy year for BTS actually. Yeah, I said I was gonna keep buying their albums in Target and keep vlogging it, and I definitely did. I said they were probably gonna have more solo than group activities this year, and I feel like that was kind of true because I feel like as a group, BTS, some things, but I also feel like we saw a lot more of each individual member this year doing things. They had that like vacation this year, and I feel like that kind of not threw everything off, but I feel like it was very good for them, but I don't know. I don't really remember where I'm going with that sentence. VIX, I said we're gonna have 2 comebacks and an end solo album, and none of those things happened. That was very sad. BIP, I wanted them to escape from TS Entertainment. I can't believe it hasn't been a year since BIP have all left TS Entertainment, but thank God that came true. Thank God that came true. Oh my God. I wanted them to do something. I said it doesn't have to be together, but I just want them to like do things. And a lot of the members released solo albums this year, so I feel like that definitely counts. SHINee, I wanted Minho's mixtape. That was kind of just a joke, kind of a joke. We did not get Minho's mixtape this year. We got some solo albums from SHINee. Minho did not act in a drama, I don't think, this year. No, he did not act in a drama this year. I was really hoping he would. He was in a movie, but yeah. Not a lot of SHINee members enlisted this year, which I knew was gonna happen, but did not predict Super M. I don't think any of us could have predicted that. 17, I said we're going to have a good year this year, which I feel like they definitely had a good year this year. I said that now is the time for different subunits or subunit album releases, which is something I've wanted for a couple of years. I don't think that really happened. I didn't check it off, but I feel like they did a lot more outside of their normal units this year, which was nice. But yeah, I said they were gonna do more individual activities. I don't think that really happened. Pledis is still very happy pushing them as a full group, which is fair. They also did more stuff in Japan this year. They did quite a bit in Japan, I feel like, this year. Golden Child, I said this is their year. I don't think it was. I did want them to get a full album this year though, and we did get that, which was super exciting. I was like, there's no reason why Willem shouldn't give Golden Child at least 2 comebacks this year, and we got 1 comeback in November. But it was a very good comeback, so. I wanted Willem to do something with the Willem girls, and we got Rocket Punch this year, which was super exciting. I didn't think it was gonna be like a group debut. I thought it was gonna be like kind of what the Willem boys from Produce X are doing right now, like just a couple of digital single-y things. I thought IZ*ONE was gonna have 3 or 4 comebacks and member versions of things and lots of things in Japan. And I feel like, including Japanese releases, I think we got 3 comebacks this year. I mean, they were supposed to release a full-length album and then, you know, but we did get Hard Eyes this year, and we got Buenos Aires and Vampire. So we technically did get 3 releases. They did a lot this year, even though their full-length album got pushed back to, according to Wikipedia, an unknown to be determined date. That's sad. Day 6, I said we're gonna have a really good year. I think they had an okay year. I don't think the momentum for them was as high as was in like 2018, I would say, but I think they had a pretty good year this year. I said they were gonna finish their youth series, and it was gonna be a 3-part series, which I don't believe youth was 3-part series. No, it wasn't. It was a 2-part series, and then they started The Book of Us this year. So that was not a 3-part series. I was very wrong about that. I wrote that they were gonna get 2 or 3 comebacks this year, and I believe we got 2 comebacks this year, which was good. And I wrote that everyone's gonna stand talent, and I'm going to pull lots of one pill. Neither of those things happened. Stand Day 6, stand talent, everybody, yes. New East, I said we're all gonna renew their contracts. Did their contracts expire this year? I don't remember, but they're all still with us under Pledis Entertainment, so I guess that worked out. I said they were gonna release an amazing full-length album this year. They did not get a full-length album this year, but we did get 2 mini albums, so together that is a full album, I guess, but that doesn't really count. Yeah, GOT7, I said we're gonna do more individual things. I don't really think we got more individual things from GOT7 this year. I don't really remember a lot. I mean, GOT7 got a couple of comebacks this year. I said they were gonna get less and less group promotions though, which I feel like we got quite a bit of group promotions this year. I don't know what Past Me was saying, but we did get 2 Korean comebacks this year, Call My Name and Spinning Top, and they were both very good. So you know, we're pretty happy with that. I said Pentagon were gonna have a rough year. I said that I guess Edon had really just left Pentagon not too long after that. They were on hiatus for a while, weren't they? Like they didn't make a comeback for a while, I feel like. And I was looking up their album stats last night because I said their comebacks won't do as well without Edon, and unfortunately that was true. I said that they were gonna promote, Cube was gonna promote G-Idol a lot more than Pentagon, and I definitely feel like that was true. I definitely feel like we got a lot of G-Idol this year. For NCT, I said that SM was gonna release Kun, which they did. Then I said that they were gonna release a bunch of cute Chinese trainees with Lucas, and I'm gonna stand so hard. Predicted that one. I also said there was gonna be 3 or 4 new Chinese members in this group, and there were 3. So basically a psychic at this point. As the Dreamies get older, they're gonna release a new subunit, which I feel like is more of a 2020 thing because the Dreamies are all still, like, I mean, there's still gonna be members in NCT Dream after this year, but I don't really know what the future of NCT Dream is, which is very sad, but I do hope that we get like another unit that has this current lineup of the Dreamies in it because I like them a lot. So after school, I said that nothing would happen with after school this year. That was correct. I said that Pledis would try to do something with Khan and Yujin. They really didn't. Red Velvet, I said their world tour is going to go fantastic, and I feel like it went really well. I mean, I didn't personally go, but I wanted to go, and I feel like everyone who went had a fantastic time. Lovelies, I said we're gonna have 3 comebacks this year, and I feel like we got 2. Should I have checked these things before I started filming? Absolutely, but I didn't, so. We got 1 comeback this year. Are we, really? We got 1 comeback this year? What did Bloom even do this year? Literally nothing. AOA, I said we're gonna have a comeback this year, but they were only going to have 1 comeback, which they did. Dreamcatcher, I said they were going to have 2 comebacks. They released 2, and they were both mini albums. Wow, another one for me. I said they were gonna do a lot more in Japan, and I definitely feel like Dreamcatcher spent a lot of time in Japan this year. Oh My Girl, I said everyone will stand, and yeah. I said Gugunon will do well. I said Luna's gonna have a fantastic year. I mean, we got the repack of Plus Plus, which hadn't been released yet. I said they were going, let's just all laugh about this together. I said they were going to release another mini album in the first half of 2019. Then they were going to do the repack of YYXY. Then they were going to come back in the second half of the year with another album, and that album was going to do super well, and none of those things happened. I'm upset. Kristen, I said Kyla will leave. That was really all I said about Kristen. And yeah, I did talk about in that video how I felt Pledis like wasn't promoting Kristen well, and yep, they ended up disbanding. Very sad. I said G-Friend was going to release no more jewel cases, and I don't think we got any jewel cases this year, so that was nice. I said CLC will not get a comeback in 2019, and I'm very happy I was wrong about that one. I feel like CLC actually had a really good year this year. And I said G-Idol will become really popular, and I feel like they have become really popular. I said in that video that they would become so popular that groups like Twice and Red Velvet and Blackpink would be competing with them, and I feel like that hasn't quite happened yet, but I still can definitely see that in the future for them. Resolutions, real quick, because I spent a long time talking about that. Super Junior's Japanese collection, I did great with that this year. I'm pretty sure that I'm missing like under 5 items to be happy with my Japanese collection. JBJ album, I wanted to get their first mini, the other version, and I decided I didn't want to get that at one point in the year, so I never ended up getting that. Monsta X Japanese discography, I have been really good at that. I'm caught up, I'm pretty sure. Like 99% sure I'm caught up, which is cool. After School's Japanese albums, I did buy all of those this year. I did not buy any A-Pink ones, but that'll be a 2020 resolution. I really wanted to keep up with my Ults photo cards, and I feel like I've done great on that this year. I made progress on all of my photo card collections for my Ults. So I said I was going to keep up with comebacks, which I definitely did. I said I was going to collect From Is 9. I also said I was going to collect either EXO or Winner, and I decided to collect Winner. And for EXO, I haven't decided if I want to continue collecting them. After seeing Kai and Baekhyun in person, I feel like I really do, but I don't want to go back and buy their older albums because, except for Lotto, I might buy Lotto. Because I used to own all those albums and I feel weird buying all of them again, so I'm just gonna, yeah. But I'm not gonna worry about EXO until I move out and we get new shelves and all that stuff. So, but I did end up collecting Winner. I'm pretty sure that I'm almost caught up with Winner. I might have like one more thing I need, but yeah. I said that I had a subscriber goal for this year. I do these for fun because I made a subscriber goal last year in 2018 for 6,000 subscribers, and I ended up ending 2018 with 12,000 subscribers, which is insane, literally insane. Like, that does not make any sense to me at all. So then I made a subscriber goal for this year, and it was pretty unrealistic. I haven't said this number out loud anywhere, but I did make a resolution to gain 25,000 subscribers this year, which I did. When did I actually hit it? I wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it down when I hit it, which is literally insane because I was like, there's no way. October 15th, right? It was on Donghae's birthday. I hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is literally insane. And at this point in time, I'm 200 away from 28 or 27,000 subscribers, which is, again, insane. And yeah, so I'm going to continue this fun tradition where I think of a number for every year, and then we're gonna try to see if I can hit it. But that's incredible. Like, thank you all so much for subscribing. I don't know why you subscribe. Have you seen my channel the past month? It's been a disaster. It's been a disaster. But yeah, that is amazing. did I have like any other number goals? I don't think so. I think that was like the one I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to do keep up with my end of the month videos. The past 2 months I've been really bad at this, and I wanted to continue making collection plan videos, and I feel like I did, except for like the past 2 months. I wanted to make more K-pop health videos, more chat videos, and more individual collection videos, and I definitely did all of those things. I wanted to post on YouTube at least 3 times a week, which I did, and Instagram 5 times a week, which I did not do. I got really bad at Instagram in the middle of the year, and I don't know why. Some personal things I had my own huge list of personal things, and I accomplished a lot of them. Maybe I will share some with you guys, but I wanted to get accepted to grad school, which it's crazy to think that I had like just finished applying to grad school this time last year. Literally insane. So I am in grad school. I wanted to lose weight, which was not something I really talked about in that video, but it was something that was like my main goal for this year, was to become a healthier, happier person. I don't know if I want to say how much weight I've lost. I actually haven't weighed myself in a while because we lost a bunch of weight when Wonho left, and then we gained some back by emotional eating. So I don't know. I did end up almost all of the weight I wanted to lose in 2019, which is amazing because I watched this video of myself yesterday and I was like, I do not look like that anymore, and that's insane. Like, it's really weird to look at that and be like, that is what I looked like last year. Yeah, so yeah. I also wanted to move out and get a cat, and I mostly knew I was gonna move out if I got accepted to in-person grad school because like obviously I would have to move, but I ended up getting accepted to online grad school and decided to stay home for the rest of 2019 and move out in 2020. I just thought I was financially ready, and I really was not financially ready. So I also thought I had a roommate, and that fell through. It was a whole mess. So I wanted to eat clean, which I definitely have been a much better, cleaner eater this year. I discovered intermittent fasting, which really something I thought would never work for me, but it actually works great for me. It's amazing how things like that work. And I wanted to run 2 5Ks and also a 10K. I had a lot of issues. I have bad knees. I've injured both of them in college, and I had a lot of issues with my knees this year. So running became not my best friend. So we did not do that this year, but yeah, overall at the end of 2018, I was a pretty happy, content person. I feel like I was in the process of getting my life back together and figuring out how to do this whole adulting thing and like social life and YouTube. Like, I was trying to figure all that out in 2018. And by the end of 2018, I figured it out. And I think when I got accepted to grad school, I had to re-figure it out because, so yeah, but I definitely think I am in the process of doing that. So yeah, this is always just fun for me to look back on. I like watching these videos, and I think it's interesting to see what I wanted versus what ended up happening this year. It's been like an hour since I finished filming that last clip, and I was just realizing that I never actually talked about like things that happened in 2019 that I did that I think are like super impressive. So first of all, in 2019, I went to not my first K-pop concert, but the first K-pop concert where people who I didn't know recognized me and came up to me and said hello. I was at AT's in March, and in Monsta X in LA, and also when I went to Super M in Atlanta, people recognized me and said hello. And that is like the craziest thing that's literally ever happened to me in my entire life, is that people recognize me from the internet. Actually, it happened once when I saw Infinite in person. That was like, that's the only other time. So that was really crazy, and I want to say if you saw me in person this year and came up and said hello to me, that I really appreciate it. And I think it's super cool because I feel like, I don't know, it was like seeing friends in person that I like didn't know I had. It was super cool. So yeah, that happened. I also went to 3 concerts this year, which was literally insane. I not only went to 3 concerts, I flew across the country to meet Monsta X. Like, I flew from the East Coast to LA to go see Monsta X. Also this year, I met up with a bunch of people that I have known on the internet for a while, like friends of mine. Like I met up with Mason this year, Ashley, Sana, I met Katie this year. Like, it was insane that I got to meet like friends, really good friends of mine that I'd never seen in person before. Like, it was the craziest thing that I flew across the country to meet Monsta X, stayed in an Airbnb with a person I had never met in person before, Katie, and it was the craziest thing. Like, we even rented a car together. Like, what? Like, what was 2019? Also, the fact that I got accepted to grad school, and I took another like online program this summer, so I feel like I'm working on my education, which is super cool. Something I'm super proud of. The fact that I am like caring about my health, and I also found a lot more time for like social events this year, which was super cool, which I think is amazing. I went and got lunch and I got tea, so yeah, that was super amazing. Just so many things this year. I feel like I said in my other video that I really wanted 2019 to be like a great year, and I had this great feeling about 2019. And though like negative things happened towards the end of 2019, and in 2019 there were things that weren't great that happened in K-pop, and I think most of they've all been really hard, but so it was just overall like a super crazy year. And I feel like I was just sitting down and writing my resolutions, and then I thought of like how I didn't even mention any of this stuff, so I came back over here to film. I was just sitting over there, and I feel like while I'm working on resolutions, I feel like I'm pretty happy with the direction my life is going in currently. There's always room for improvement, but I haven't felt this way in years. Like I'm very happy with where my life is going, and there's definitely things I am trying to do in 2020 for sure, but you know, I just overall feel, well, the end of this year was rough. I overall feel like a stronger, happier, healthier human being, and I think that is amazing to feel that way at the end of a year. Like, I feel like I really accomplished a lot, and I stepped out of my comfort zone. I can't even tell you how many times this year to like, that's all I wanted to say. I think I'm really done with this video now. I'm gonna go film my resolutions video as well as my my comebacks I want in 2020 video. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.